sit back. He's got a massive head.
No, he's
Ho ho ho.
That's why I called you Thanos. Do you watch Marvel stuff?
No, I'm not 12.
You fucking prick. I love it. I love all the fucking Marvel stuff.
you seen the new one?
Captain America one?
No, Thunderbolts.
No.
Came on this month.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weekend sorted.
It's actually quite decent.
I love it. Proper love it.
What's it say?
Guardian of the Galaxy and all that. I love it.
What's it say?
Don't know, what's Spider-Man here?
Fucking Thanos.
Freddie starting up front.
Get in.
Tell you what, whoever putting that
That's
costume on
running
tomorrow,
round.
Jesus Christ.
Why you put it on tomorrow? We're playing Saturday.
No, I'll just wear it tomorrow. Go me back.
Let's see what you get up to at home.
Friday night.
This is really inconvenient. I do think
Sean's coming on, so you need to...
I do think you guys need to stop being selfish and hogging the
What do you want us
mics.
to do?
Listen,
Do you want this and I'll take that?
No, what I'm saying is if you've got a guest, it's easier just passing the mic.
Yeah, but the
innit?
problem is though, with that...
No, it's fine. If you want to be difficult and
No,
keep
no,
the mics,
no.
that's fine. I'll rig up. I'll do it the hard
I
way.
don't see anyone else being difficult, Andy.
yeah, well said, Frank.
Actually,
no.
yeah.
that picks up you, because you've got to be like that with these.
Yeah.
As soon as you pull away from it, so if they lean
You've got
back,
to know what
you're
you're
in.
doing with these, Andy.
Said Fred.
We're going at war today. You are getting it today. You're getting it.
Okay, we're ready.
Your chair's broke. Fucking squeaky chair, wobbly
You're
chair.
going to just moan all the way through this, or what?
But it's
Change
about
the
time
chair.
I got an agent.
Can't you just take the microphone and go outside and we'll just listen to what you've got to
Good
say?
idea.
Go sit in the sun.
No, I did get a bit wet before when I was out there.
Speakerphone.
Where's that come from? What was that?
How did you become so popular, Mark?
Oh, you the guy off TikTok?
Do you do a podcast?
What moisturiser do you use, man?
Bulldog.
Any tips on going viral, Mark?
Champions League's been really good.
Brilliant this
What
week.
was that game?
European
Both
football
of them.
amazing.
Both of the Barca into games.
What games? That was you see Inzaghi running up and down the pitch. Fantastic. He did go
I
on the
loved
pitch.
it, mate. I loved it.
Oh, the one
Hold on a
against
minute, can we get back to Liverpool being champions? We seem to have skimmed over that a little bit. Hey? And you've got a feel bit for Stockton, haven't you?
That was a nightmare, wasn't it?
You know what though? When I first read it, I thought, that you're not going to get that through. No, you're not going to.
No, you knew straight away.
Like, thank you to each and every one here.
thank
It's
you.
been
Thank
been a tough one, but
Can we clip that and then we just play it all through next season, Matt saying thank you to us?
I always say thank you. Not to you three, but to everyone else in the club, I thank.
We'd like to welcome our new sponsor for the podcast.
It's a Guinness.
Hello and welcome to the final season episode of Behind the Badge. We've got loads to talk about, as always. Wrap up of the season, what's going on in the football world, a few other bits and bobs. But first of all, we'd like to welcome our new sponsor for the podcast.
It's a Guinness.
He's better than Guinness.
Better than Guinness.
It's better than Guinness. It's Sean from Snowdrop.
Yay!
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hold this, Sean.
Just put the microphone.
I mean, I'd give you one of them mics, Paul.
So we
Not gonna let it
even
go,
sorted out a glass of Prosecco for you.
Yes.
In a glass rather than, bringing your own that. Oh, no, you smashed that one, didn't you, Sean?
Didn't even make 90 minutes.
That's a marketing ploy to sell more, though.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. So, Sean, first and foremost, thank you very much for deciding to be the sponsor of Behind the Badge. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Was it the fact that Mark went viral on TikTok that swung it for you? Then?
Have you met Mark? Do you know who he is?
You just emailed
Do
something.
you know who he is?
Hate you, honestly.
So, Sean, your first season down at the club this year as a sponsor. You and Adam have been home and away to pretty much everything.
Yeah.
What's been your thoughts on the season and your time in the lounge?
It's like we've never not been here.
Yeah.
Part of
It
the
gets
furniture.
like that. It does get like that.
Yeah.
No, it's been great. It's been a great. Well, it's not even a year, is it? But we've loved every minute.
Yeah. It's I know when we spoke and you were getting involved in being a sponsor and stuff like that. I know Adam's a big footy fan and stuff, and wasn't.
Liverpool fan though, doesn't
Yeah,
really
he's a good lad.
count.
That's why I've always liked him. But he's always been a big football fan, non-league fan as well, but wasn't too aware of Rylands at the time, and now you think he was just pure blue, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's pure blue.
That's good.
Only
nice.
Rylands blue though, no other blue.
Yeah, no
Oh,
one. Yeah.
Has he got the full bedding set yet?
Not yet, no, we're working on it.
Can you embroider them?
I like as well.
Plug.
You brought all the family down as well. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
a big
ace,
family
lovely
occasion,
to-
which is great.
Yeah,
They love it?
Girls love it as well.
Yeah.
And mentioned Smart yesterday, she wants to start a sweet shop, the little one.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
she's great on selling the
money
raffle
tell.
tickets and stuff like that, isn't she?
So he's got competition now.
Yeah.
You can take that.
Although she's been helping Bonkers out, which I'm not sure.
And she keeps coming back.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah.
Good.
So, highlights of the year for you as being a sponsor and a fan.
I think Whitby away
away.
was a pretty good weekend.
Yeah.
Still recovering.
Can't beat it, can you?
No, it was brilliant. And we had the perfect weather. It was ace.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
But just being here and being part of the gang is
Yeah.
just,
Part of the gang, love that.
yeah.
It does feel as though you've been here forever, honestly. It does.
Well, you have got a new name now, haven't you? First in, last out, Sean.
That's it. Yeah, apparently there's a bar in Whitby called First In Last Out. We did go looking for it, but we failed. We need that picture.
Got there too early, left too late. So, just to talk about the business a little bit as well. Obviously, being a sponsor, we want to publicise what you do. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about what Snowdrop Products is and what you do?
Okay. So we specialise in workwear and all things branded, from embroidery to print, from branded merchandise to everything you wear. So hoodies, hats, caps.
Whitby away
mugs,
t-shirts.
Whitby away
They were
t-shirts.
boss,
Little class, yeah.
It looked brilliant that
Yeah,
on the
cool.
day.
Yeah, bobble hats, mugs, tankards.
Where are the
Should
mugs?
have them there,
We
shouldn't
should have
Yeah,
one
we
on
need
here.
to
Keep selling them, to be fair.
Well, I've had 15 tankards and never put one home yet. 'Cause selling them on
They're just so popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on a Rylands Father's Day gift pack with,
Oh,
with
brilliant.
the tankard and the whiskey glass and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been, like some of the stuff that you brought, like the tankards in particular, they look
They were
really
really
smart,
good.
the
Yeah.
glass tankards and the mugs and stuff like that. So,
Prosecco glasses.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was a
you,
sad day.
you maybe need to get some plastic ones though. That's a bit of advice. And where are you based out of, Sean?
Based out of the Hive in Warrington Town Centre.
I knew how you did that then. You're so transparent, you, honestly.
And obviously it's a fairly new business, but how's it going?
It's actually 3 years old. It's just new to a retail outlet.
Right, okay.
So yeah, we moved into the Hive in October last year. So our first retail space and growing from strength to strength.
Have you seen an impact in doing that as well? Actually
Yeah.
having a shop, like.
Yeah, definitely. Having some filming content and having the showroom where people can come and try on the samples, they can take it away, let the team try it on, because they know that once they've ordered it and it's got their logo all over it, they're stuck with it.
Yeah.
So it's nice for them to come in, try it on, take it away, order the right sizes,
So what did you do before that? It was all online.
all online, yeah.
Oh, right.
Cool.
What's the goal? What's the dream? Apart from Rylands in the football league.
That's in the Prem.
Don't know.
Retirement.
Just, yeah, retirement.
That's what we're all doing,
Keep
isn't it?
building it up, keep building it up.
Yeah.
Build an empire just to retire.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
What are we doing?
Just retire. That's what we all want.
Reach the top, that's it now.
So moving forward then, obviously podcast sponsor for next season and a few other bits that you do with us, which is massively appreciated by us all at the club. It really does help out. What are you looking forward to next season?
More of the same.
Whitby away.
Whitby away. We're hoping Whitby away is in the warm weather.
It could literally be in a few months' time.
Could be on.
We're
don't-
hoping it's after January,
Imagine
because
if
then
it
you
was
need Whitby
like...
26 t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's a great shout. Although I can get another wear out of that top. That'd be too soon for me to go back though.
Yeah, that's the only thing with it, innit? If we got them in August, September, 2 Whitby aways in the one calendar year.
I know, but there's nothing to look forward to then.
I know.
Like the season.
I
Pretty
don't
much
know
done.
if people's livers can take it though, to be honest with
Whitby
you.
first game, season's over.
Yeah.
Let's finish.
Could be, first game. Away.
It's crazy, isn't
Imagine
it?
that. That'd be
I think it'd be
mega.
good, like.
Not for Sean.
Yeah. So Whitby away, which is always a favourite. and hopefully a new sweet shop for Emmy as well.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah. You never know, it might be more successful than Snowdrop.
We've got loads of kids come now, haven't we? We've got like a lot of young little Rylands guys come in. So yeah.
No, on a serious note though, it's good to have the whole family involved, and particularly when you've got your daughters getting involved in volunteering and being part of the club and stuff, because the club survives on having people help out with that, be a sponsor or volunteer. So how old is she now? 10. So to be so young, hopefully she'll still be.
And she's cross country champion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she is. Yeah. Cheshire champ. Yeah.
She's class.
Cheshire champ. Bit like you, Mark.
Cheshire champ. Cheshire jump.
I don't know how that got round to me getting slated. I really don't know how that got round to me. But thanks anyway.
1-0.
So what's your predictions then for next season? Obviously you've seen a bit of an up and down season. We finished,
What did you think, right?
Yeah.
6 games into the season when you think, Adam, we're going to go to Rylands, it's boss, it's going to be dead good, and we're rock bottom of the league. What were you thinking? Were you thinking, bollocks to this?
The first time we came was a pre-season friendly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were class in pre-season.
Yeah, and we won that, so we were quite
That's
excited.
why she decided to be a sponsor. This is good. We win.
But the turnaround when Renault took over and the way they've come back up,
Yeah.
and was it a 13 game streak?
Yeah, it did really well.
Did really well.
I remember Loz. Do you remember Loz say? I don't know if he said it on the podcast or something. Loz went, oh, "Fuck! What the fuck have we done?"
He said the curse of Barrow. Get the name on the shirt and then we don't win a game.
The club's been flying for years and they've lost sponsors and we have the worst start to a season ever. And you're like, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I think hopefully we can build on next season.
I think with the sponsorship money, we're going to buy extra microphones so we can all have one because Andy's having a meltdown.
No, it's fine. I've got this one here. Thanks,
Yeah.
Frank. I've got a special microphone, so
I think we should invest in a couple more maybe.
Shan will get you the branded
maybe
one.
we could brand them, yeah.
The print.
That's the thing.
gold
We need to have a
ones.
discussion about how we're branding the podcast Snowdrop now.
Yeah. We need to. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So we need clobber, equipment, glasses. What else can we have?
Well, we'll just all be sat here with loads of gear on with like hats and scarves.
Yeah, but what a perfect way to launch a product.
Yeah.
Maybe every podcast we can launch one of your new products as well.
Yeah, definitely.
With a little advert
Depends
in the
though.
middle.
If it's like bikinis and stuff, we're not doing
No,
that.
I was going to say, if you've been in Shan's shop, there's all sorts of onesies and all sat here in onesies and
Mate,
snuggle pyjamas.
For the Christmas edition, we need onesies.
Yeah.
We need reindeer ones.
Right, so here's the challenge then. For the first one of the new season, Shan, you've got to kit us out
Okay.
and we've got to wear whatever you give us.
Anything.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
So
whoa,
Mark's
whoa.
going in school uniform.
Whoa. Not with him.
Oh, this will be mega. We're doing it.
Yeah, so think about whatever you want to...
What all?
Did I tell you you're my favourite sponsor?
Yeah, you're getting the mankini. The little Prince badge. Emphasis is little.
Oh,
You can't put this out, Frank, can you?
100% that's going out, Frank.
Yeah, no, but on a serious note, anything that you do want to promote and push, then we'll be more than happy to get it out
definitely.
there.
Yeah.
Obviously, wewe've got like TikTok viral people in the room, so
Obviously, yeah.
He's kind of a big
get on his
deal,
TikTok shop. Hey, we've got that now, haven't we?
Hey, Frank.
We're eligible for TikTok shop, you know.
Are we?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I've got no idea. Sounds good.
Yes,
Well, Frank, so
you
when-
really sound like you knew what you're on about then.
So when you put a TikTok out, do we get attached to it? So like now, Snowdrop will be
Have you got
tagged
TikTok?
into it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
post on it, but yeah.
Well,
So,
we're
well,
gonna
you
have
better
to get on
start.
that now.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
I'm just saying it on not just for the sponsors, but I've not been tagged on any of ours.
TikTok didn't they want to be tapped into?
Absolutely, mate. Want to get my hits up?
I'm sure these conversations your agent should be having, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, agent.
We've only got to the end of the season and realised it.
No, I'm thinking though, like, so when Loss comes on, Barrow gets tagged in. So Snowdrop should be tagged in everyone that we do, shouldn't we? Right, cool.
And Frank's going to get some funky little graphics and music and everything, he said. So
Crack on, Frank.
Brilliant, Frank.
Yeah, so it's all on Frank this. If it fails miserably, Frank's your man.
Well
All our
shifted, mate. Well
faith
shifted.
is in Frank.
No pressure, Frank.
No pressure.
Cool.
So, once
Thank
again,
you very much.
thank you very
Yeah,
much,
thank
Jan.
you.
Love it.
Really appreciate it, and we look forward to a successful season on and off the pitch.
Oh.
Come on in.
This is
Grab a
perfect
seat,
timing.
grab a seat.
Perfect
Perfect time, as if, it's like we planned it. But yeah, thanks again, Sean. Massively appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So, end of the season, boys. We made it.
We
Made
did.
it.
made
Do you know
another
what? Has
one.
that not felt like one of the longest seasons of football ever?
Yeah. Oh, mate, honestly.
I feel like
at
I've been-
times,
Yeah.
Years in this season.
Yeah.
You look like you've aged.
Thanks, mate.
Still looks the youngest on here, though.
It's not hard though, is it?
No.
Just when you sit there with like Casey and that young lad and you think, I am old as fuck.
He's been boxing for 16 years.
And he's only 26.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Fair play to him though. Good lads. Looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing him.
That'd
Be a
be
big
mega.
night, that.
That'd be mega.
They'll be good.
Yeah, really good.
So,
Are we doing a bit of white collar ourselves as well? What time are you on?
Oh, Tony Balboa. He's headlining.
retired.
He's headlining, and he's coming out to the Gambler.
Singing it, though. We've got to sing it.
Bit of Kenny.
You have to
Get
pay
you
him
going.
twice. We have to pay him twice for entertainment and boxing.
No, but yeah, it has felt like a
Long.
long.
We've had
Yeah,
like 3 seasons in one though, haven't we?
No, but to
Because
be
we've had
fair,
the
though,
start, which was painful. Then we've had that spell where we were unbeatable. And then we've kind of like had a real...
fizzled.
Fizzled a bit.
Bled over from the end of last season to
Yeah,
the
it
summer.
didn't feel like I got a break from
Yeah.
it last year because it was just like straight into summer. And like everyone thinks that summer's like dead easy. It's not. It's
thing
fucking
is, we had
hard
a
work.
summer where we changed manager and, you've got all the squad stuff and that. Obviously this summer, hopefully, with
We're
the
a bit more
settled
settled,
squad
aren't
and
we? Yeah.
stuff, it should be a lot better.
That's it. When
but-
you start off the season unsettled, you're doing all the work all over again, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. It was.
But we got through it, and do you know what? I think, on the face of it, decent season.
Yeah, but if you'd have took from mid-September,
I was selling the kids and everything, mate.
from probably not something you start advertise on.
I thought too.
I think from mid
History.
when September sort of fizzled and went out and I think that was the longest period. I think every week was like, oh god, what's going to happen now? What's coming next? And then from September, a lot of changes, bit of a structure to what we're doing. We got a grip of ourselves more than anything, didn't we? To go, right, this can't happen.
Fucking
This need we need to sort our shit out, and we did. To be fair,
I think that was the board meeting in Hibbert, wasn't it?
Mate, that's one of the weirdest nights I've ever been out on. I'll be honest, that was weird.
That was the
We don't talk about
probably
that,
the
do we?
funniest night I've had.
Yeah.
I'm still paying off my Uber bill.
Mate, I've never seen anyone that impatient of ordering food. He ordered like a pizza and it wasn't there in about 10 minutes and he went, right, I'm ordering that. And then it all turned up, didn't it?
Yeah, I'd like
Kebabs,
20 missed calls off the Uber
pizzas,
driver the next
like all
morning.
random shit.
Sat there like Henry VIII, ploughing through it all.
Them women who were on the Hendy, we fed all them as well.
Yeah.
Food everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, Andy, stop ordering shit on your phone. No.
Well, it was I'd rather feed them than fight them.
That's not nice. You're right though.
Yeah, no, it was a
Good day.
it was a great day, but a tough start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was tough going, wasn't it? I think we're all a bit burnt out of it.
Do you know what I think when you get to the end of it though and then you look back, obviously there is moments of the season where you're like,
Oh, how we laughed!
do you know what I mean?
I'm not there yet, mate.
Not at the time.
I'm not there yet.
But there is parts where you think, you know what, we had an absolute ball.
Yeah, well, mate, I've loved this season, and you know what? I think as a club, we've massively grown. Not just like numbers have gone up, supporting base has gone up, but like as a board and as like sponsors and all that, it's just gone closer, hasn't it? We are like a proper little family, and I just think it's got so much leg room in this to keep going, and keep going. Because we are new to this level. Yeah. We are, we're like,
We're coming up against challenges we've not necessarily faced before, aren't we?
He always does that when I'm free mid-flow.
When he's
kills me. And
freestyling.
at my age, you can't have someone popped in because then you lose.
Because he was
it.
thinking that's my next TikTok clip.
What day is it?
Dickheads.
Blimey,
Go on, get back into your rhythm.
Oh, that's gone.
Sorry.
No, so what I'm saying is like, so I was reading something the other day from another club, and they basically come into sort of semi-pro football from amateur, recently, and we've done it really quickly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we all forget a lot of the time, that like we are new to this. We are, we've gone from North West Counties south right through to where we are. I'm not boring everyone with the same crap that I say most times, but we've jumped really quickly, and on that little journey, we've learnt a lot. We've won a lot, and you sort of get to the point where you're playing in the NPL Premier, and I think next year we'll have a good go at it. But you've got clubs in there that have been around for a long time at this level.
Yeah.
And they make mistakes, they do things wrong, and we are slowly building what we set out to do. And I think the bullshit, the myth of you got no fans and all that crap that you hear fucking week in, week out by boring people. And then you look at it and you go, well, where were you like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
But you've been in it 10 years, 15 years, and then you've still got... So we're really new on the journey. And there's other clubs around us. Prescott are the same as us. They're finding their feet, and they've had a great season.
Yeah, they have.
But there's other clubs around us, like Hibbert have done the same. They've gone through it and gone up. So there's like a new sort of breed of clubs that are coming up that are competing, holding their own in this league, and they're building the fan bases. They're building... If you judge your club on how many supporters you've got in it, great. You know what? You can have 60,000 plus at Old Trafford. Doesn't change the football that's on the pitch. Where we've concentrated. Sorry, mate. That's 2-1 by the way.
1.
But it's about building a club. It's building a club, and we are building something. We're not sort of saying with a finished article. We're not happy where we are, and that's something that we've all got in us to drive it forward, to keep driving it forward. Because if it was finished, it'd be boring.
Yeah.
And we're not boring. We want to keep pushing the boundaries.
Imagine if it was boring.
It's never boring.
But that's the point, though, isn't it? You know what? I could sit in this league for 10, 20 years, do my time here, and leave at the end of it. That's not what we're about. That's not what we've ever been about. It's about building something to drive it forward, to improve stuff, to improve the connection with the junior kids, to get them coming through on a conveyor belt of players that will want to push to the first team. That's what we're about. And yes, we want to win stuff on the way, yes, but it's always the bigger picture, which is a couple of years down the line. And I truly believe that we've done that from day one since walking in here with 2 teams, no managers, no players. To get it to where we are now is a massive credit to what we've done.
But I think that's our advantage, really, because we've not had years of experience behind us. We don't know what we didn't know, and we've pushed it on thinking,
Does that
okay,
actually make sense then, what you just said?
we don't know what we don't know. So
That's true. You don't know what you don't know.
yeah, exactly. So we're not making mistakes
don't
based
you
on
know?
years of
I don't know.
experience.
What are you saying? You think experience can make you more cautious?
There's the name for the podcast. You don't know what you don't know.
I don't even know. I don't make me head up like that just makes sense what he's just said. And then now you say it again. It still doesn't make sense.
But we've overtook clubs, like you said, who's been there for years and years and years.
Yeah, and it's not about other clubs.
No, it's not.
No, they're fighting their own battles. They're fighting.
And we're
their
not
own wars,
hampered by that.
We're doing what we want to do, and I think that's why we enjoy it. It's tiring, it's stressful, and all that, but I enjoy it because we're always looking at different opportunities. We're always looking at different way to go.
Doing it our way.
Yeah, we don't want to. I don't want to copy another club. I don't want to be like another club. I want to do what we do, and brand it. And that's why we probably get on with lots of other clubs in the league, because we are quite open and we're straight with people, and we have a bit of a laugh and a joke, and we enjoy match days. And that's, if you can't enjoy the match day and you can't enjoy the football side of it, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? And I look at other clubs that are like, if you've got to put a shirt and tie on to tell me you're important, you're not fucking important. That's my philosophy on life. Like, if you've got to get dressed up and wear something that makes me think that you're important, you're not the person for me, and you're not
It's
important.
like coming in an army uniform.
I hate it, oh, by the way, it's VE Day today.
VE Day,
which
yes.
is a big one.
Yeah.
So,
How old were you?
8
So-
years.
Tony's still got his ration book.
Remember it well, don't you, Tom?
Hey, you know
So
what?
predictable.
What fantastic, watching the flyover over the weekend and all that.
Good,
Mate, amazing, something we should be hugely proud of.
Yeah,
And
absolutely,
I heard the guys at the Retirement Village today, they had all the music going.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, you heard that on the way in,
It
yeah.
was class.
Yeah.
Which is lovely to see them celebrating it, and absolutely right, as a country we should.
Yeah.
Massively
100%.
get behind it, and a country that's a bit broken at the minute, I think it's very much needed.
Yeah.
8
to
years.
celebrate
You can't even
Mad
imagine
bad,
that,
innit?
can you?
Yeah. It's nice though waking up, like watching Breakfast Telly this morning with all the veterans on it and all telling the stories and stuff of what happened in the day and how hard it went.
Puts things into perspective,
100%
doesn't it?
it does, mate. I think
You know.
we're very sort of, now you go, social media, someone's calling me on social media. These guys are getting shot on beaches and like storming stuff and getting
Do you know what?
killed
It's always that opportunity where it gives you a little bit of pride in the nation as well.
Not a little bit, a massive amount of pride in it. Like, there's
I
no
think that's
little bit.
lost, isn't it, in modern
But you
day
can, because
society?
you can get caught up with, like, we all do it day-to-day stuff. You know, have we done this? Have we done that? Is work right?
the end of the
Have we all
world,
did
yeah.
enough tins of beans for, you know, all that kind of crap? When
Yeah.
actually, it's all a load of bollocks when it boils down to stuff like that,
100%.
isn't it?
When people are dying
Yeah,
and people are sacrificing themselves to save what we take for granted now, that's some sacrifice. And I think as a country, we've got to remark it. And we've got weirdly, last night I was I was wide awake because I fell asleep when I got in from work, and I was wide awake at night, and I ended up watching I don't know if you've ever seen it, Victorian Farm.
No.
It's not like one of them sort of films.
What sort of films is that, Mark?
I don't know.
Not seen that one, Mark.
Not one of your Marvel films, is
No,
it?
don't slag off Marvel.
Mark loves Spider-Man.
No, Spider-Man's not my favourite.
Oh, is it? Who is
No,
it?
Hulk.
He likes the Hulk.
So,
Too well.
and it was showing you the rations and all that. Where's this come from? I don't know. But like showing you the ration stuff and what and like
And what they got?
yeah. And
what did they get?
honestly, tough. It
What
was
did you get?
But like nowadays, you just like you take it for granted that you just drive to like McDonald's or your Uber Eats or whatever you're doing. I just sponsor Uber Eats. Mentioned it a couple of times in the podcast. And we'll push it.
I'm still trying my Guinness. That's not worked, has it?
But
We've
yeah,
got Sean now. We don't need Guinness.
But yeah, don't bin them off just in case.
All right. Well, maybe we do. We'll just pour it in Sean's glasses.
Well, you know, I just think like VE Day today, it's been a massive mark of respect for what people have done.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'll
it
get off
gets
my little
acknowledged
soapbox
enough
now.
in the country, though.
It's what, sorry?
Doesn't get acknowledged enough as a
Doesn't. It really doesn't. But
No, because you know, you put a Union Jack up and you know you
we're
get
going down the dark.
Do you know what,
We're going down the
do you know what
dark
I've
side.
seen more than Union Jacks?
Mate, I agree.
Fucking Liverpool flags.
Oh,
Everywhere.
yep.
Sick
And
to
I
see
wonder why that is.
God, is he paying you to set this up?
Champione.
I'll go back to football now then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway.
let's go back to the
Let's
champions.
talk about the football podcast.
How was your night in the beer cellar?
Do you know what? It was
Was it good?
It was brilliant. Yeah. Obviously, I couldn't get a ticket for the game. 'Cause-
Earthquakes all over the world, apparently, one.
Listen, little 15th place, man.
Oh, God.
Hey, you play tonight.
Play tonight, yep.
Come on, Bilbao.
Confident.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a bet on Bilbao. Imagine the odds.
Maybe you know what?
Depends who's in gold on it.
2-1.
You know when we're on like the Premier League and people are getting a bit stale and we're all a bit miffed with it. Champions League's been really good.
Oh,
You're
brilliant this
What
week.
was that game?
European football's
Both of
been
them.
amazing.
Oh, that,
Both for the Barcelona games.
what games those were?
Your game last week.
Last week. Fantastic.
What game?
Oh, the one
Hold on a
against
minute. Can we get back to Liverpool being champions? We seem to have skimmed over that a little bit. Hey?
I did enjoy the
well done,
Barca game. though.
Thanks, guys. Thanks very much. It was coming, wasn't it? It was just about getting it over the line.
Of course it is.
And even when Tottenham scored, I thought, we're still going to beat them.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat them.
Anyway, that's all we've got time for this
We
week.
did score and I thought, no fucking way.
On another point,
You know what that is though, because there was a spy in the camp.
I was delighted to see Arsenal lose. I can't stand Arsenal. I really can't. No, I can't. I can't.
No. I watched them last night, mate, and they started to play when it was over.
Yeah.
And I was thinking,
late.
why didn't you do this from the day? Like for them.
It was the home
They started
tie,
off-
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the home tie killed them. Yeah, absolutely. But
Atmosphere was terrible at that, by the way, for the European semi-final. It was abysmal. They had a little sing-song
What,
at
they
the
didn't have
start.
speakers playing the music. I don't know.
No, listen. Did you watch it? It was terrible. It was terrible. And I think if you compare that
Edit
to
that bit, Frank. I'll get loads of reviews.
if you compare that to Paris last night, I mean that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
an atmosphere is about, isn't it?
Oh.
In a semi-final.
Into
I think sometimes like you go, it feels forced, doesn't it? It feels
Like
like
trying to
not
create
yeah,
the
like
atmosphere.
it's not natural.
plastic flags and
Yeah,
all
like
that
oh, you
kind
put
of
them on your
stuff.
seat, you
Yeah.
ready? Like no one's brought. You know,
Yeah,
it
Chelsea.
feels a bit too.
They're murdered.
Right, mate, can you stop offending every club in the league?
You haven't been mentioned now. Not been offended. Which club have we got to now?
No, but on that note about the Inter game, I was glued.
Do you know what? It's one of those games you didn't want to end, did
Yeah,
you?
it was
It was
brilliant.
like, what next? Come
Did
on.
you see Inzaghi running up and down the pitch?
Yeah,
It was
proper
fantastic.
game
He
of
didn't
I
on the
loved
pitch.
it, mate. I loved it. And you know what? That's
Great.
what's missing from the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Passion
1,000,000% what's missing from the Premier League.
Yeah.
Which is sad because
When you're
I
all off-
do think it's having a knock-on effect though, and I think that's why non-league and lower league football's getting a bit more of a hit and a bit
Yeah.
more traction now because people can see the passion and the drive and all.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
Though? You've got to
100%.
look at the attendances in the playoffs.
Yeah,
this
I was
year.
just going to say that.
Unbelievable.
Like, and the games have been like you could get some of them on DAZN.
Didn't you watch one of them on
Yeah,
stream?
No, I watched
They're still in the final, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, but I couldn't get on it. I'm a bit thick on all that, like, so I couldn't get on it. But there's a guy who's an Ilkeston fan. I can't remember what his name is, but he was brilliant because he was doing it from the stand with the workshop guys.
Like a live stream.
Yeah, like, and he was doing it and it was sound, but they must have told him he wasn't allowed to do it because he had to come off at half time. He put a video going, yeah, I've been told off, so I've got to stop. But I watched the first half, saw that first goal, workshop's goal, and it was a great goal. And it was I'm sure it was it Hughesy who scored it? You know, the big guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was him who scored it. I might be wrong. But yeah, it was good, and he was in with the crowd and they're all singing. It was, you got the atmosphere. It was good. But then he sort of did a bit of a thing in the middle of it and went, yeah, I've been told off. I'm not allowed to go.
But I was pleased for Workshop actually because
they deserved it, mate.
he deserved it.
And their owners, he's a top guy.
Their
really
gaffer's
like
a
him.
good guy.
He always makes time for you, when we've been there.
Yeah.
He's been here.
Nice.
And
nice
he was
guy.
dead open, wasn't he? Like, not the season just gone, season before. He was like, we've had a good season, but we really want to push on and
Yeah.
we really want to go for it. He wasn't like saying, oh,
Thing
we're
is,
not
they've gone
gonna
for it in a
spend
year
much
where
on-"
you've got Mac who were going for it.
So
Do you know
fair
what I mean?
play
So
to him,
they've done
and
well
they
to get out.
did deserve it. Although you've got to feel a bit for Stockton, haven't you?
Oh, God, that was a nightmare, wasn't it?
You know what though? When I first read it, I thought, that you're not going to get that through. No, you're not going to go.
No, you
the
knew
rules
straight
are
away.
there, like, I felt a bit. I did feel sick because you know what? Because there's not many clubs in there that we don't like. We get on with lots of clubs. But
Stockton were really good.
They're
Yeah.
one of the
Wasn't
best sides as well. We played
Yeah.
last season, I thought.
Yeah.
When was it 3-1?
yeah, down here.
They
We beat
us
them
down
away.
here?
We beat them away. That
but
was,
we beat
I thought
them
that was
away.
one of our best performances of the season. That.
Down here, I thought
Yeah.
that you could tell at the time, and I know they had a bit of a wobble and then pulled it back, didn't they? But I just think to not get through on that technicality.
Do you know what? It's the length of
It's
time it
tough,
took
that.
for them to announce it as well. Like
Yeah.
it was
Because
obvious which way it was going.
Because
But they didn't announce it until the Sunday, did they?
And you know what?
Saturday
though,
night, half 11.
That probably put a lot of pressure on
Guys.
workshop as well. No, because workshop will probably might have to
Trying to
change.
prepare for the
Yeah,
game.
prepping for the
Prepping
game.
for the
yeah.
game.
As a secretary though, did you
Nightmare.
look at that from a different perspective and think, God help me if that was me?
You just think all your season from all the performances you've had and fantastic to get. What did they finish third in the league?
Yeah.
And to spend all the money they probably have as well to get done on someone's mistake, he must be feeling awful.
Yeah, he
and
must
I
be,
just
yeah.
think it was that the other way around. It was just to have that on your shoulders, it'd be awful.
Yeah. You'd have been off to Tenerife, wouldn't you?
I just feel
Yeah,
for him
yeah.
because I
Yeah,
know Rob is a great guy as well, but it's just
You don't want that to be on anyone, do you?
That's the thing, and you like you shoulder that burden then, don't you? Because it's like
to be fair to the club, they come out and said, look, it's the club's made an error. They didn't throw him under the bus in a public way.
We'd have definitely thrown
it was Tony.
You'd have been driving the double-decker bus. You've been ringing the bell. You've been the conductor.
No one denying this. No one denying it.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah.
But do you know what? It's an easy mistake to make.
Yeah.
You know, last year I was looking when we had 10 yellow cars coming up, and you're
Secretary
making sure because you think I don't want to be the guy who makes that mistake. Highlight to the season, guys? Any moments
Highlights.
on the pitch?
Scunthorpe was a good one. Good
Scunthorpe
highlight.
was good.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, Scunthorpe was.
I thought Chorley away was good.
Chorley Way was
When we
really
took
good.
the two
yeah.
coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was seeing
The
someone
atmosphere
giving us
was
some
mad,
grief the other night because I think a Chorley fan had put like, oh yeah, we took a couple of hundred to Chorley, and they put, oh no, you mean the other Warrington team? And I went, no, it says Warrington Rylands, and that's why I said it.
Yeah.
Usual.
Thanks, Charlie.
I thought, although we obviously lost the game, but I thought going away to Everton was a great experience. In terms of just playing in the facilities and stuff like that, I thought that was good. Whitby away's always, goes without saying, doesn't it?
I don't really remember much.
And do you know what I really enjoyed? no shit.
When someone ditches the glass and just has the bottle in there.
Do you know what was a great weekend? Blythe.
Yeah.
It was great.
Really
weekend.
enjoyed
Blythe
that.
was a really good weekend in general. Game was a bit thingy, and we got it over the line in the end, but we weren't at our best where we first are. But the weekend,
For the weekend.
it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Come on, bring him in. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you very much.
Just another shout for the boxing. Posters there. Get down. See the boxing. See the boxing.
And another, on the Blythe one, just a big shout out to the guys at Blythe because it was obviously a tough day for him.
Was, yeah.
And how really good they were with us.
They went down that day, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. And I just thought they handled it really well.
Yeah.
A tough day for him, and they were brilliant with us and our supporters and everyone that was there. So, yeah.
As was Peter Beardsley that day.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was,
Peter
yeah.
Beardsley, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the legend.
But I just, it's a bit. You don't want to go to a club that's in that position, and then you knew that if we'd beat them, it wasn't it for them.
It was
but
awful.
Do you know what, the supporters were still...
There was loads in there, wasn't there? There was really good. And you know what? When they all the kids coming in with they were just fully green, weren't they? Like all the kit on and the bucket hats on and that. So fair play to them.
You know, speaking of clubs in a precarious position, when we went away to Whitby, and obviously we love going to Whitby, so we didn't want them to go down. And I was joking with one of their directors beforehand, saying, if we are beating you with 10 minutes to go, we'll just stick one of the midfielders in nets. And lo and behold, thank God we were 1-0 up at the time because that looked proper dodgy, wasn't it? With Pilly having to go off and Neildy going in nets.
Yeah.
That was a strange game, that, but
Everything that could have happened, didn't it?
yeah, it was a bit.
Yeah,
didn't
From
really
football to mascots.
On that. Good to have Freddie back.
That was good to have Freddie back. Another highlight, really. The first outing of the mascot, and he gets nicked. He goes missing, but thankfully he's back in the fold, safe and sound.
Yeah.
He's not meant to be in captivity.
He's not. He's
free.
He's a free bird. He needs to be out and about. So he's back now. I'm looking forward to getting him. I don't know if he's happy about Whitby staying up though. He's
no, he's
a bit worried about
go
going
back
back.
there.
He's a bit nervous about that.
We'll have to change him to someone next time. So he can't
He
go
needs a
anywhere.
guardian everywhere he goes now.
And I'd like just on the club sort of where we are. The juniors have been fantastic this year.
Yeah.
As always, but they've had some good results, haven't they?
Some great successes.
Some good league stuff, some good cup
league
wins, and a few cup finals that I won't mention because he's coming up in the next week or two. And then, sorry mate, you are in a final now.
And I won the league.
God's sake.
Back to back.
Edit that bit, Frank. And then we've got finals coming up, we've got junior tournaments coming up, all the stuff that's going on, the usual stuff.
Busy, isn't it?
Made up for Siley the other weekend.
Oh, mate.
I was there for that one.
Yeah.
Like playoff last game of the season, needed to win it, and they did it.
It was great, and you know what?
Yeah.
They played really good football. I went down to watch it, and they were outstanding.
Yeah.
What a team spirit there. You know,
And
we've had a couple of player in there has had a really tough last few months, and mate, he was outstanding that day. It was good.
It was good to see him all at the match, wasn't it? After they won the game.
It wasn't great seeing all the parents out
Well,
the kids were all right.
Well, after the game had finished, and I was literally getting requests off them for songs. Play "We Are the Champions." But the next thing, they're all stood on the tables.
God knows where the kids were.
yeah. Playing on the pitch, mate.
Yeah, that was a lovely day. That seeing all the kids on the pitch, and then all the first team lads were on the pitch with him and having a kick around and having a bit of laughing at it. Mate, that's what
it was a great day, that actually. Really good day.
Enjoyed it.
Good
Really
crowd and great to see all the kids.
It's
on
when
the
you
pitch
see
and
that,
stuff.
and again, it always tends to happen at the end of the year, but it puts everything into perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah,
In
it
terms of
does.
what we do and why we do it, and
I think sometimes you get a bit lost in it, don't you? During the season, you get a bit dragged down with it, a bit like day to day, and it gets a bit much. And then, you know, for me, like you're seeing the young kids coming through and getting first team opportunities, and other kids coming through into the training system with him, and then you think, that's probably why we do it.
That's been one of the highlights for me this year, seeing those lads come through.
well, there's more
getting regular
coming
game
through
time.
as well, isn't the Mark? Haven't you been? You went to see someone at the weekend.
Yeah. I've took one from our under 16s that's coming through.
Do you know what the difference in some of them lads over these last few months as well? When they first come in, they're a bit wide-eyed and like rabbit in headlights type thing. But over these last few months, they're rocking up for game days. They look like they're part of it. They just funny. Like, you know, like Chris, he looks so laid back, doesn't he?
Do you know it's when they finish and you see him just running,
yeah,
getting the miles in line.
No, he's brilliant to see. Really,
we've got what I feel now is like we're building towards something that's not all I'm proud of it, but I think there's something coming now. I think it's getting to where we need it to be, on and off the pitch. We're getting closer to where we need to be, and I think the future's really, really bright.
Yeah.
Personally, it's been a tough few years to get to where we need to get to, but now I can actually see the
going the right way.
I don't know where I'm going with
Going
this,
the right
but
way.
No, but I like it though. I was like in my own will. I was listening to it and thinking, that's beautiful. That.
Honestly, God, I hate you. But you know, it has been a process that we put in years ago, didn't it, to try and get to where we're getting to now. And it just keeps ticking over, and every year there's like something like a little thing like that's why we do it. That's why we do it. That's why we do it.
What you said at the start of it, want these kids coming through to the first team, and now it's starting to happen.
Yeah, it is. And you speak to lots of other chairmen and other people at other clubs, and they do it their way, and that's how they. I'm just like dead set on that we're doing it this way. We've done it this way from day one, and the whole idea of setting the juniors up, the youth up, the centre of excellence, all the stuff that we've done was because you could see the future and where we wanted to try and take it. And you know what, we're always going to go and sign players from other clubs and all the rest of it, but to get them kids coming through and actually getting on that pitch and playing for us on a Saturday, and people shouting their name and they've come through our system, that's a massive thank you. If that's all you take, if that's the only thing we'd ever got, which we haven't, we've won like FA vases and lots of other stuff, but if that's the only thing I got out of it, that would be enough.
More than a lot will get.
Yeah, of course it is. And I'm a true believer in it, that this town has got so much talent in it, footballing wise, and they keep on having to go out of the town to get any further, and we need to be that club that they can come here and they can get better and they can improve, and then either kick on from us or settle themselves in non-league, whatever it is. But I just think we've generally got our priorities right, where it's not about, we've got to try and get up because we need to get up because we're desperate to go. Really?
Comes in time, doesn't it, when it's right? Yeah.
And I'm a great believer in that we'll build our own system, our own club, and we'll get it right, and we'll kick on.
Can I talk about my lowest part of the season?
Is this like really deep, or is it just going to be?
It's pretty deep. It was when we were in Blythe, and you came over to me when we were out in the afternoon.
I don't want to be part of this.
And you went, mate, Lozzie's really pissed off with you. I went, why? Why, man? So you're throwing coffee down the sitch. But he was proper in my ear about it.
Mate, if you behave like that, you won't be invited back.
He went, cause his blockages that. Shouldn't be doing it.
Loz was up. Yeah, look at the sink over there. Like, what time was it? About 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, Loz is doing a full sink diagram. That's what happens. And this is what causes this. I was like, block sink, Loz.
But he just kept it in till I think we got to match. He went, wasn't happy with you. I was like, what have we done? What have we done? It's all about the filtered coffee.
We're going to say next morning, we said we've got an email off the landlord, and your deposit,
I know.
What an house that was.
Oh, it was mega,
brilliant,
wasn't it?
Mega. Yeah.
Tony likes it that much. He left all his jeans there.
It was better than the. Where did we go? Gainsborough Trinity, was it?
Well, anyway, so the season's been great, guys, and we'd just like to. That
still
was
is
a low point.
No, that still is one of my favourite moments.
What was it called?
Season.
The White Hart Hotel or something like that?
Honestly, it was like a scene out of Only Fools and Horses when they're all left in that place and they can't get anywhere to stay.
Johnny Boy's outing.
And he goes, I've seen the sign for it. So I'm driving and I'm fuming, going. We sat in the car now for 5 hours.
He was just pissed off anyway, wasn't he?
And then I was like, all I want to do is get in, have
very
some
hungry.
tea, get some tea, get a pint, and then go to the game. So he gets out of the car, walks across carrying all our stuff. Walks around and I'm going, why is the scaffolding around?
We should have seen the face.
And then stood in the rain with my hood up, going, yeah, this. Knocks on the door, not a soul. Not literally no one there.
You better phone him. I was like, oh no. And I'm like trying to hold the phone away so no one could hear. I was like, oh, right, really? Well, you really, they allowed me to book it. And I was like, they're looking at me like, like when you told off by your parents, you to go, go on, what have you done? What have you done? I was like, it's shut.
No, we didn't accept your booking, it's tomorrow. I'm like, just looking at
you knocking on the door. What do you think? They're hiding in the back of somewhere.
Oh, honestly, I was just
couldn't know it, and then it was like, let's go and have a look at this one. So I'm like, still driving, I'm fuming that I'm still driving. Let's go look at this one. Drives in. No beds at the inn.
No room at the inn, yeah. It was like baby Jesus time, wasn't it?
Hiya, Tony. Slight change of plan.
And then Tony was deciding on his food in the car park.
Mate, I was going to kill him.
Just sending him round
I was going to
get him. Park your car. Get some food. Now.
Do you know what? I was
gone. My head had gone then.
I was talking to the guys from Lou Electrical the other day, and their head office is in Gainsborough. And he was saying, he went, we was explaining about the night, and he went, why are you even surprised? Once he gets to like 9 o'clock, Gainsbury's shut.
Yeah, we know now.
I was like, yeah, we now know that.
Nah,
Yeah.
your nan's front room was still open.
But he gave it.
Even the dartboards had bits missing. What's that board? And he goes, what was it, a Manchester board?
Manchester board, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
It's not darts, that. I didn't get it. I was like, that's why I give up and let you win.
Yeah.
Same.
But anyway, I've got loads of good recommendations off the guy, Lou. Let's go for places that are just outside of Gainesbury where we can stay next time.
I'm not staying over again.
What, like
Finish.
Leeds or somewhere?
London. It was just that, like, sat waiting, and we got to that, like, was it an Italian restaurant, that?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And we got in it, and we sat there, and I could see the food, and I was thinking, I'm starving, I just want to eat. I was like, oh no, we'll wait for Tony. And then you were outside trying to get your parking ticket thing sorted. Where is he? Why is he not in here? Just order his fucking food. I'll order him a...
Have you got any olives?
Say one more thing. Say one more thing. Just order your food. And then he walks in, and then that was my fault that he'd been stood in the car park. And you're like, I'll just get my parking ticket sorted. Really don't give a shit, mate. I'll eat the parking ticket. Just let me order food.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
we know where not to stay now moving forward,
I think
which is
that's the
good.
best part about it, though. Seeing the world.
Yeah.
Is that not on the away day list for overnight accommodation next year?
I'm not,
No,
unless we-
but to be fair, I did redeem myself with the Blythe gas. Surely I get,
No, you
I think you broke even there, mate.
yeah, he's not winning on that one.
That was amazing, that place.
We were nearly
lovely.
kipping in the back of the truck.
Oh no.
But these are the things, though, that I think...
That makes your season now.
Yeah, now you can laugh at it.
Well, you started it off with Hebbin booking us in that
mate.
thing
Listen,
in
That was a
Beirut.
crack then.
We
That was a
can't
crack
judge
then.
it because we didn't stay there. For
Yeah,
all
we-
you know, that could have been amazing.
Luckily, we saw it the day before when we are not staying
We
there.
sat in here, we see what Andy's booked us. There's no way I'm staying in that.
But someone
Google
once
Earth.
told me, make a shit cup of tea, they'll never ask you again.
Yeah.
So, never get asked to book
right.
somewhere again,
Someone
will
will
I?
say, well, let's try again.
Try and improve. Try and get better. No. Mate, that was a bad one. That was. But then again, but we stayed when we stayed in was it Jesmond?
Yeah, Jasmine,
But
yeah.
that was decent.
That was
wasn't it?
brilliant.
That was
Apart from being sick in the corridor all the way back to bed.
I'll never forget.
walking on the Tesco.
Remember,
Where's he gone? You can hear.
we were all like, oh yeah, I'll have this cocktail and I'll have this one and I'll have this one.
That was
And he
awful.
just came back with 4 of the same.
Yeah, and they were horrible as well. They were just like basically
4
just
mojitos. I was like,
Someone just
Sean, I
shoved
want
all
this
over
a Long
the
Island
vinyl
iced
as well.
tea.
We don't do
Extra
this.
strong.
We didn't do that. Well, what have you got then, mate? So give us 4 of them then.
Yeah,
And it was like basically sucking an extra strong one. It was horrible.
it was horrible.
It was absolutely horrible. That's what knocked. And then when I knew I was going to be sick, and I was like, I don't feel great here. And then that one of your 5 million orders of food, someone had like garlic,
Oh yeah.
cheesy, whatever it was, and she must have burped or whatever. And it like hit me, and I was like, I'm going to be sick. And I was trying to get out, and you were sat there, nodding, going, I was like, Tony, move your chair. And you're like,
I've never seen
And I
you
was
so
like-
quick
I was
actually.
like, get out the fucking way. And I was trying to get to the disabled toilet at the bottom. That was the only one downstairs. And then some woman went in front of me and he got in it. And I was like, I'm going to be sick in reception. I need to move. I need to go somewhere. So I hit the stairs and I got about 4 steps up and went, too late. And I was sick. And then the worst bit was, though, getting up in the morning. And I reckon I was sick about 5 times on the way up. It just would not stop coming out of me. And I was like, this is awful. This is really bad. And then get to the door and you went, I heard you at the bottom go, where's Mark? And you went, follow the trail. And I was stood at the door going, and you had the key. I was like, Andy, let me in the room. Just get me in the room. And I got in the room and I was like, oh God, I feel so bad. And I got up in the morning and they had them like non-slippy things. You know,
With
where you
sand
like
over
the side. And I was going, oh shit, can we get out of here? I was like, Andy, you had the key back. I'm not going to reception in case of all the cameras looking thrown up all over the hotel.
CCTV.
Oh mate, it was awful. Then I don't know who it was. He was taking ages to get out. We had to sit on the back. That was you.
Yeah, well, I was checking us all out. I was looking.
So I
after
sat at
us.
the back going, can we just go now? Can we just get out of here? Because I was waiting for someone to come out and go, by the
It's
way,
dead
there's a
hot,
fine
isn't
for
it?
this,
Yeah.
fine for that.
But
fine
yeah,
for
by
that.
the way, yeah.
But it was funny. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But
Happy days.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, it was a good. That was a
we didn't
good.
get- And then they shut the bars at 11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was weird. You
Just
shut
close it
them,
all
he said,
down in Jesmond.
You've all got to
didn't
come
it?
inside. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Why? What have we done?
We carried on drinking though.
Yeah, inside. But it made
And
it.
eating.
I think
Some
it was
good-
them.
Good days in the season, weren't there?
Well, yeah, and we've lost a couple of North East chips, haven't we? I think with the way the league's
The
panned
way it's
out.
gone, we've ended up with a lot of local ones, haven't we?
Yeah.
Who's coming up now then?
Widnes.
Hedensford.
Will they be in our
Hedensford.
league? Yeah.
Widnes definitely
Maybe
will. I'm
Congo
not sure
teams,
about them.
Yeah.
Depends how it's balanced. I imagine they
Where
want
are they?
Cannock.
Stafford. Oh, is it?
So probably
It's not
would.
miles away.
No,
is
that's
it?
not far. So
We
you
get a
know, we're in
Grimsby
it. Having a
team
bit.
from the east, Cleethorpes and Stockbridge Steels. Who
Oh,
played in
Cleethorpes,
the
we can have a...
Trophy.
That's
Cleethorpes
Vardy's
by the
club,
sea,
innit?
innit?
Yeah.
That's Vardy's club,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, Cleethorpes is by the sea, innit?
Yeah.
Little seaside trip for us.
And I'm made
So's
up.
Widnes, to be
made
fair,
up that
mate.
we've got a
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
town in the league because literally it's about 100 yards away from my house, so
Yeah.
I'll claim the expenses for that travel.
Can have all the players can stay over at yours night before.
Yeah, of course they can.
Who the town players?
It's been, generally though, it's been a tough one, but it's been a good one.
Good though.
And then I think we done a lot of deals early on with players. Another 5 or 6 that I think we're looking at. And hopefully we'll get the squad
Looking good,
to.
Looking good for next year.
And from
I'm
a
excited,
sponsor's
actually.
point of view as well, we've got loads of sponsors who are backing again for next season, which is massively appreciated.
Brilliant.
And some new faces coming to the club as well, which again is brilliant, you know. So a busy summer as always, but looking forward to the new season.
I think it doesn't end, does it? That final whistle, you go, whee,
Yeah, we've
and
had
then
a
you
weekend
go,
off now.
You go, yay! Oh, that's it.
oh yeah, have a week.
League of Gentlemen, you'll never leave.
Yeah. we had
Club.
probably the bank holiday weekend. We've had basically we've all left each other alone, haven't we? We've not married each other.
Yeah, it's
so
great.
And then
No, I'd like to say,
Now back to it.
I've told Nick we've joined a summer league, so I can get back to it next week.
it is a long season, and I think anyone involved in football at this sort of level knows how hard it is.
But it's like the work now starts for next season.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah, it starts during the season. You're working for next season, aren't you? Looking at targets that you want to try and get in, and getting your ridiculous wage demands of players, and just laughing at them, and then moving on to the next one. That's just life at this level, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. But roll on to next year, won't it?
Yeah, it's been lovely spending far too much time with you all. But,
As always.
yeah, but again, like families and stuff is massively involved in it, so it's been good. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's been a nice. I think I said on my last interview, didn't go viral, but the last one I did was.
Oh, he's such a honestly, God. He's. Can you cut that out, Frank? Honestly, Vinyl Mark needs to fucking do one.
I'm Mark. You may remember me from such TikTok videos.
That was the other one as well. Remember Prescott away? That Prescott fan who came in and he'd come over to me and he'd start talking and he was like, oh yeah, he said, I really like the podcast that you do. Oh, nice one, mate. Blah, blah. And then the next thing, Mark comes over and he went over to him and he went, you could see him sort of going, hiya Mark, yeah, man, Mark, sort of looking at him and he was sort of obviously then saying he liked the podcast and all this. And then Mark walks back on and he went, been watching the podcast. He knew who it was.
Hey, what grief that you lot give me. Trust me, I'm going to feed off the back of it now. I'm number 3 in the all-time hits on our TikTok. Frank, I'm a talking facts.
I'm afraid so.
Facts, mate. Whoa, don't go against me.
Hey, and by the way, Frank, thanks to you for everything this season as well,
been
mate.
massive, mate.
Cracking
Huge
job
for
there
us this
behind
year,
the
Frank.
screen. Yeah, massive. Thanks,
Yeah.
mate.
I can't believe you're not tagged me in the videos. Frank, do you work for do stuff with Redmen TV? Yeah, they're big, aren't they? They're good. Really good. I'll tell you what's been good as well to see. The lads who are getting behind Daisy Hill and obviously the team. I think it just shines a really good spotlight on non-league. I think it's really, really good. Getting sort of young blood. Not weird, like, but young blood going into this sort of football, which is great, isn't it? Because I'm sure the sort of profiles that they've all got, they could go higher up and do other stuff. But going into a non-league club, Angry Gins does his under-17s, done and all them. So it's great. It's great to see.
Non-league's booming.
It absolutely is, mate. And it's great to see that young people are getting involved in it. It's getting smashed all over social media, and you know what? It's not all arsey.
No, it's a proper good day out.
Yeah, it's not all that. Like you see sort of comments on social media, and it's like old school arsey shit, and you're thinking you're just boring, mate.
Do you know what it's like when we went to Ilkeston, and you know all the guys who came here the season before in fancy dress and stuff, and we've seen him, a few times now, and they always come over, Dicey, and all that. He's great, isn't he? But they come over and they're having a drink with you, and it's just it's just a feel-good factor about
Yeah.
it. You know, we've beat them, they've beat us, but they turn up here in fancy dress. Some of them came and watched us in the playoffs.
They did. Yeah.
And then when we
Good
went down there last game, they were all like asking you, "Do you want a pint at the bar?" And
Good
that
people.
is what it's about.
Yeah.
That is what non-league is. There's rivalry, yes, 100% you need that. That's as far as it goes. The rest of it's about having a beer together and enjoying the beautiful game.
The beautiful game. Love it.
I
So
don't
we'll
think
move on now to questions
But we've
for
not
the
seen
board.
these, so Mark could just be making these up.
No.
It'll be like, how did you become so popular, Mark?
Oh, you the guy off TikTok?
Do you do a podcast?
What moisturiser do you use, man?
Bulldog.
Any tips on going viral, Mark?
Are you done now?
Yeah, I'm
That's the
done
question.
for now. Go on, questions to the board, then fire them out. Chairman.
Right, this is from. I won't tell you it's from. Actually, I'll just
Anonymous.
ask it. Yeah. What is the club's recruitment strategy for the summer, especially regarding wingers and forwards? Well, everyone else is offended in the team. Are we
Bollocks
looking?
to the defenders.
Are we looking locally, higher level loan deals?
Well, I think
Well, considering
you need to answer your own question there, Mark.
don't know. Yeah, we're looking to strengthen in all the areas that we've looked at. So yeah, maybe not them areas. How can I be more blankety? We're looking at everything.
No comment.
There we go. Here's one for all of us. What are the expectations and targets for next season? A promotion push or top 6?
I think top 6 is a good target to have to get in the playoffs for next year. Considering where we finished this year, and I would have poor start to the season. If we transferred that to the beginning of the season, would have definitely been in the top 6, wouldn't we? By beginning of March, I think.
Yeah, I think. I think based on last season, this season now we've pulled it back round again. You want to set your sights and be ambitious, don't you, and go for as much as you can. You don't want to be ignorant enough to say that we're going to get promoted and whatever, because it's a tough league and there'll be teams that you won't expect that will crop up. So I think us being sustainable on and off the pitch and competing week in, week out is where we've got to be.
As a club.
Yeah,
I think based on what we've seen in the season, top 6 is achievable. I think from what we've seen the team can do. I think it's the first time in a couple of years you've not got the likes of Macclesfield in the league.
Yeah.
So it opens it up. It's got to be.
It's important keeping a core of your players together as well.
And we see them week in, week out. We know what they can do.
Yeah.
I think minimum's top playoffs, if I'm honest.
Yep.
That's my sort of. Well, I've got to say it now because I've told Renault that. So it's playoffs. We need to be in the playoffs. Simple as
We
that.
want to be a club that's competing at that level, don't we?
Yeah, of course,
We're pushing for playoffs and leagues.
It was so
we always have
exciting
been.
last season, wasn't it? You know what I mean? It was like,
How weird was it this season?
I know.
In all my time here, that has been the weirdest end to a season ever.
It's weird.
Like
It just
nothing.
Fizzled out,
fizzled
didn't
out,
it,
didn't it?
a bit?
Whereas-
Because I was looking at the County Cup as a final and thinking, oh, that's
Yeah,
another.
It'd be nice,
And then obviously got beat in the semis. But then it was odd because we've never done that.
Yeah.
Since I've been here, we've never done the fizzle out season, and it was just a fizzle out. And it.
Yeah.
It's the first
I
time.
said fizzle out like 8
Being in that
times.
mix at the end is like, that's what you want in it. That's exciting.
First time since
Yeah.
we've been in it that we've never finished above the previous season.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
So-
Getting sacked in the morning. Ready for one more? From? Would it be prudent to offer the gaffer an extension to his contract, given that the results and feel-good factor at the club that he's brought? Considering he's got a 2-year deal, what more does he
Was that one sent in by Renault?
I was going to say.
It was.
Right,
What-
Ed Reynolds of Burnley.
How long does he want?
Can I claim my pension from the club? Yeah, listen, he's done a great job. We all know it. Still, from my point of view, still things to improve on and off the pitch. And he's one of them that will try and improve.
Yeah.
And there's
Keep
lots,
working hard.
there's lots to improve in there. So if you've got a 2-year deal on the table, I don't think we're in any mega rush.
No.
I'm sure if he made his feelings that he wanted an extension, we'd look at it. But I think where we are at the minute is where we are at the minute.
I think if you surround yourself by people that are as hungry as we are,
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
drive it in that direction anyway,
Mm.
won't
Especially when it comes to ordering Uber Eats, mate.
it? Or eating all the croissants.
Or eating 5 croissants. Yeah,
Rachel's working in Birmingham today. I don't think I've got any tea when I get in.
There's some class ones.
I'll get Rachel. We'll have a birthday tea. It's Rachel's birthday today, so we'll come and have a birthday.
Happy birthday, Rachel.
Happy birthday, Rachel. Have you got any cake?
I'll pick one up on the way.
Is it no carbohydrate, no sugar cake?
You know that quiet little birthday meal me and you were having? Well,
unfortunately. Here's a lads. So, it's good questions.
Yeah.
Really poorly answered by us. But, we'll move on.
Yeah,
Going for next season.
But I think to sort of wrap it up is a big thank you to all the supporters, all our little juniors with the drum.
Yeah.
Just all the guys that have been around it, all of my managers, coaches, guys who are doing the rounds and the community stuff, all the things that we do, all our sponsors, everyone who's been part of this club, travelling away, doing all the stuff that we do week in, week out. Big Frank on the media and all the other guys who've helped out on the media and the commentary and everything, game by game. So yeah, it's been a great season and thank you all very, very much. Oh, and to you three, apart from all the abuse attack, and it's pretty much classed as bullying.
Let's make sure this is recorded.
But thank you to each and every one of you. It's been a tough one. But
can we clip that and then we just play it all through next season? Matt saying thank you to us.
I always say thank you. Not to you three, but to everyone else in the club. I thank you three are horrible. But yeah, so we go again. Lots of exciting stuff that we're doing behind the scenes for next year. Some really big stuff, and we're 120 years old next year, guys.
Yeah, massive that.
So that's going to be a big celebration.
Tony was there when it all began.
I tell you,
he remembers that first game like it was yesterday, don't he? So kicking that medicine ball around.
Oh, mate.
Can we ever want to go for next season a rule that, that's it, don't abuse Tony anymore, please?
Absolutely not.
What's the point in doing this if you can't use it?
It's the highlight of the week, so Jesus, give us some joy out of this, hasn't
each other, wouldn't it?
Mate, that's why I think it works quite well, because we do just give each other shit.
Yeah.
Mate, our little groups are great. I love them. They're entertainment, especially when someone has loads of red wine.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's taking over the red wine mantle.
Only when I'm in Whitby.
It was white. It was white wine.
White wine Whitby.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't
Red
tell
wine,
you
white wine, you don't care, do you?
Honestly, I had to hide a bottle from him because he was on his fourth bottle and he walked past me like that, and he put it on the table and I went, he's not having
Do you know the worst thing? I don't think it was my bottle.
Probably not, mate. Probably not.
Mate, by the look of them women over the other side of the room, it definitely wasn't your bottle.
We'll have a little wine session over the summer, mate. Get some new songs on the go for next season.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Little old wine drinker.
Where's that come from? What was that?
I can play out to that, Frank.
He's on Guinness Zero as well. What the fuck?
No.
Right, cheers, guys.
Thank you very much.
Over and
Cheers,
out.
Frankie.
See you
Oh,
soon.
you don't have to call him Frankie.
Oh, what a way to end it.